Well, hello and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner again. No, I give up. With my, sticky up hair. Right, never mind. No, I'm over it. Oh, what are we here for? Gin taro. Cheers. Oh, it's about perfect temperature. Sat there for a little bit because I had to go and do stuff. And I've been charging my phone for ages. And I think I'm using the wrong charger. Because there's different USB thingies and I could be using a different charger. So I'm going to have to sort that out. I fed up waiting for it. Since I had the thing with the vacuum going up in flames, I won't leave the charger unattended. I shouldn't have been leaving it unattended anyway, but I used to put it on to charge my phone and then go and have a shower. I've been told. Well, I've had a much better morning this morning, thankfully. Only had a bit of negativity and anxiety before breakfast. So I think that was just low blood sugar. And got me brekkie. Had a few bites of my breakfast and then lit a fire. And I've turned it down now, but I've had a roaring log fire all morning. It got too hot in here. And I've had the door open. Always have it open a little bit for ventilation, for safety. Make sure there's enough oxygen and enough sort of airflow. But I opened it proper up and so I've took the edge off the rest of the house because down the kitchen and the extension, that was like 10 degrees Celsius, which was pretty cold and not very pleasant, especially first thing in the morning when you want to make your breakfast. So I'm very grateful that I've got a log fire, eco logs, and that I've managed to warm the place up. And on top of that, the sun came out at, well, this is sort of late lunchtime because I had a really early lunch, but early lunchtime, the sun came out and we now have blue sky and sunshine. It's just dipped a bit behind a cloud that way, so I don't know how long we're keeping it for. If I look out the back, there's still blue sky, sunshine, and a bit of cloud. But other than that, all day yesterday was thick grey cloud, and it just gets me down. So I'm really grateful. Flung the blinds open at the front to get the sun in to also help heat the house, and then that contributed to it being a little bit too hot. So I was stripped down to about 3 layers now, where I was in 5 and a hat. So definitely much better, much better. And I'm trying to get this done early because the heating engineer might be able to come today. He did say he'd come if he was free, and it is a Friday today because I do the readings a day ahead. So, So whether he gets his job done and he can come or not, I don't know. He did say he wouldn't promise, so it's pot luck, isn't it? I did remember last night as I was going to bed though that I didn't clean the top of the boiler off of the dead wood lice and things, and I didn't clean the cobwebs immediately around it. I don't go in there very much. And so I had to remember this morning to go down and give it a quick clean off. I have cleared enough space for him to get to the boiler, get round the boiler, take it apart and deal with it, and get to the bit of the ceiling and have space underneath it where the leak is. And I've left a bucket by it. So, yeah. I think if he comes, I'm not expecting him to fix the leaky pipe unless he's got plenty of time, because he's going to have to cut a bit of ceiling out and sort that out. But if he fixes the boiler, I think I might be able to run me hot water. So I don't know, but if he comes and he looks at it and then he knows what to do, whether he needs a part or anything, because it was overeating, he can, and then at least I'll know what's wrong with it and what needs doing. And when he can come and fix everything, because yesterday I was quite desperate for central heating. Today with having the log fire going. Oh, and firelighters that actually light fires today. That was good. After yesterday, I felt much better about it. As long as I get a fire going, warm myself up, warm my room up, warm my house up a bit, I'll get through it. And I know a lot of people, I mean, especially here in Wales, some people still don't have central heating. It wasn't common. And they've still just got a fire. My friend that I used to have, because they all have to shun me now, so I lost everybody. She had a coal fire with a back boiler, so that did her hot water and heating for the whole house. A little coal fire, and getting that going was a bit of a to do, and keeping it going all day and all night. So yeah, so I am privileged to have central heating. I'll be even more privileged when it's working, and I think I will enjoy it a lot more, having not had it for a bit. So yeah, I'll have a swig of tea and do tarot then. Oh yeah, and I'll have a swig of tea. As I was thirsty, right. And I sat on my back support today. This morning I sat on my back support and I bent it, and I thought, oh, that's going to be a disaster, isn't it? And I tried to bend it back and it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to bend back. I wasn't strong enough. But actually, it works a lot better bent than it ever did when it was the way it was designed to be. And I also think now I'm using it sideways, but it works, so I'm not complaining. It's doing a much better job of supporting my lower back than it did, and that's what I needed. Right, another swig of tea and get on with the tarot. Otherwise, this is going to be really long, isn't it? Already getting told to slow down. Okay. What message do you have for us for Saturday, the 18th of October, 2025, please? See how it's showing us today, because it was different yesterday. Oh, we're back to splitty splitties. Interesting. This is the one we had yesterday, but now it's reversed. What's it, the Seven of Wands? The Seven of Wands reversed. So that's usually grit and determination, and that's what we got told yesterday, didn't we? Well, what we got told for Friday was grit and determination, and now for Saturday, we got it upside down. Right. Are we having this one? No. We got a not sure on that. Are we having the one on the bottom? Okay. We're having this one. Are we having it? Okay. Are we having it this way up? We're having it this way up. Okay. Followed up by the Six of Coins, which is about sharing resources and what we have, and I guess kindness and gifts. And sometimes it's what we're giving out, and sometimes it's what we're giving out, and sometimes it's what we're receiving, and sometimes it's about being open to receive things. Okay, so I go back to my primary card. So seven of wands. Did I say swords? I've got a feeling I said swords and it's wands. Who knows? I think I got caught up on the S's. If I've got swords in my head, that's to do with intellect again. And this is about, yeah. Are we still coming back to, are we still trying to reason and logic things out? and not getting anywhere? Are we thinking really, really hard about something? Or sometimes we can get in a thought loop and rumination, but are we really trying to I've got knuckle something out, and I'm not sure if that's right. Nut something out. Yeah, nut something out, because nut. As in, sometimes call your head your nut. Yeah. So maybe that's why swords came up. Because wands is the heart, passion and stuff. But I did get, yeah, are we? And also thinking too much and trying to sort things out in our head. Not only can it put us in a loop, it can put us in a spiral, but it can feed fear and anxiety as well. And we don't want to do that. I'm looking at the other card now. Have we looked on while other people are getting help and wondered why we're not getting help? That might be for some of us. And it's not that we're jealous. It's not that we wouldn't want them to get help, because we would. There are some people in this world that want what other people have and want to have what they've got, but deprive them of it at the same time. And those are generally the people to avoid. But yeah, but we can look at things and we might feel, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I was getting that. Oh, I wish I was getting that help. I wish I was getting that handout. Blah, 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 blah. And that's perfectly normal, and that's perfectly understandable. And I've just asked, are we going to get it? And it said, yes, it's our turn. It's our turn. Something we've missed out on, something we watched everybody else getting, and we didn't. We were deprived, we were neglected, we missed out on it, but we're getting it. And I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know how they're connected, and I'm getting no. So they're not connected. So how are we going to round this up? Because there's just two completely different things. They could be connected, but I'm told they're not. Oh. So the Seven of Wands reversed is, because I thought of swords when it was wands, it's, yeah, if you put in the grit and determination into trying to think something through or think something out, don't bother. Wait for inspiration, or wait, do something else. But yeah, don't get stuck in your head. Don't get stuck in a loop or a spiral or fear and anxiety. And I just looked up and I saw on the timer 1, 3, 3, 3. So threes is collaboration and getting other people's support and help. So it might be that actually you don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of time and energy trying to think something through. There might be someone that can help you, or something on the internet, or something somewhere that has the answer. The answer's there already, possibly. I mean, this is a group reading, so maybe not for everybody, but it's worth having a look, or it's worth asking somebody else, so you just don't frazzle yourself out trying to think it through, sort it out. Right, and then the second one was, it's our turn. It's our turn to get the stuff we missed out on. Something we missed out on is coming in. Right, that's Saturdays then. There you are for that one, and I'll get on with Sundays. I'm told to shuffle them. I haven't got to do. You're giving me loads now. Hang on. Am I shuffling them, or am I picking a card? No, shuffling. Picking a card. Right, because I wasn't paying attention. So this is Sunday. Oh, they're ahead of me now, and they're usually telling me to slow down, I tell you. Okay, so this is for Sunday, the 19th of October, 2025. Okay, what message do you have for us then? Interesting. Don't put this down. All right, I've got one card hovering and I've got told not to put this. Look on the bottom. Right. It's a bit interesting, isn't it? Than usual. Yeah, we'd get bored if it was always the same, wouldn't we? I probably would. So it's always a little bit different. Okay, so we have, and I didn't look at it, did I? Is it temperance? Is it temperance? Temperance. Temperance is normally about balance. It's also, you got, I was going to say a rude word, which I do sometimes, but I don't need to. After we got so much going on in our life, haven't we? Trying to balance it all out along with resting and looking after ourselves. It's not always easy, is it? And the one we got, no, I thought we were having that one. What one are we having then? Interesting. That way up. Okay. Funny. That's really, really busy and doing lots and lots of stuff. Temperance, doing lots and lots of stuff for usually for other people, isn't it? We're juggling all sorts of different things: job, home life. People have partners, children, dogs, cats, whatever. Social life, friends, all sorts of things. And then the other card now we've got is the Hermit, but it's the Hermit reversed. Oh, so we're coming out of Hermit mode. Some of us have been in Hermit mode. Some of us have been wondering when we're going to get out of Hermit mode. And that is coming out of Hermit mode. We've done the introspection, we've done the work, we've isolated ourselves for whatever reason, for sanity, or sometimes it was by choice and some of it might have been forced upon us. But we're going from the Hermit to temperance. I've got Jack of all trades. Maybe we have a lot of skills we're not aware of. Oh, we do. We have a lot of skills we're not aware of. And some of us are learning new skills, and we can learn new skills, and it's finding the capacity, the energy, the time, isn't it, to do that. But that might be a good thing. And I'm also getting connection. In here, she's grounding, and she's grounding herself in the water, and she's centering herself. She's coming back to a place. You've got all these other things going on, and although they're all her, they're sort of behind her, and then she's here and she's centering herself, and she's breathing, and she's closing her eyes, and she's got a foot in the water, so she's grounding herself now. She's got her eyes. When we close her eyes, I think we go into an alpha brain state, which cuts out 80% of the stuff that's razzing our brain up or whatever. So yeah, life's going to get more exciting. For some of us, life's going to get busier, especially if it's not been. But even if your life is already busy, it's putting the balance in, isn't it? It's making sure that you do all the things that you want to do, what you need to do, but you can come back to yourself and you can get your energy out of your head into your body. You can ground, you can center, you can find moments of peace for yourself. And sometimes, especially if you're in a busy house or something, go sit in the car. Is, some people can do an hour meditation. I can't sit still that long anymore, I don't think. And I don't usually sit still for them anyway. I have to rock or sway or crunch my neck or whatever. But Even if it's just a minute or a couple of minutes now and again during the day, come back to yourself, come back to peace, a homeostasis, and ground yourself so that you can, like a little mini refreshment, and then off you go again. And obviously making sure we're nourishing ourselves and hydrating ourselves properly. And if we're not busily running around after everybody else or other things, and we haven't had much movement in our day, bit of gentle movement as well. Okay, I'm telling myself as much as I'm telling you. There we are then.